It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wildcard Weekend. It's the Chargers and the Patriots on Sunday Night Primetime.
It's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New England Patriots. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wildcard Game. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. Leading them out, the second-year man from Alabama, Mac Jones.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against his secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
Solid running there. And CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game, without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. He completes it to Henry. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Jones. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Off play action, Jones. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers will take over here just shy of the 30. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Once more, here's Eckler. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 42. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Again, Herbert. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. New England trying to get a place on offense. I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right, that 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wild card teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. I got to tell you, I personally like it. Winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get to host.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't just stack them all up and take the best 6 records, but there's a division for a reason, and the champion hosts the first round.
And the first rule of thumb in building a team, build a team to win your division. Beat those teams first, then you go from there.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. They'll try the right side with Harris. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. On 3rd down, Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. DeAndre Carter back deep. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Herbert. It's caught on the right side. Williams. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a
different story.
Long night.
Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. We're scoreless after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. From the 38, Herbert. That's caught right side by Palmer. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 27-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Herbert. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Herbert throwing again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Matt Judon in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down. This one from 48 yards away. Hopkins' kick is good, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. New England's offense set to go. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw. Jones. This one to Bourne out on the left side. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Jones. Off play action. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. They called out a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll hand off here to Eckler. Oh, what a move. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Running on 1st down, Eckler shifts past him at the 45, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Throwing on 2nd and 3, Herbert. Got his man, it's Williams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 2nd down, Eckler. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 27-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing. And that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3. Just get the ball right to the receiver.
Is the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Letting one go deep for the end zone. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 27 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive in total 8 plays. And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Harris running straight ahead, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 36. Throwing Jones. Throwing the out route, he's got Parker. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Jones. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, the connection here with Nelson Aguilar. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw again. That's going to be caught. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run with Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris punching it in from a yard away. And the Patriots get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room. On first down, it's Herbert. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll find Everett there, complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. Jones now throwing to start the drive. Open man, the tight end Henry. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Bourne along the sideline, he has it. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry as the first half is winding down. And the Pats have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the last of our 3 games on this Sunday. One more to follow tomorrow night as we wrap up a very exciting 3 days of Super Wildcard Weekend. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's AFC Wildcard Game. And it is the Kansas City Chiefs who will fight another week as they knock off the Las Vegas Raiders. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats for the Chargers in that first half. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Herbert on third down now. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juwan Bentley. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42. Second and 5 now. Jones out route, and this is Henry with a catch. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a first down carry for Harris. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point. Again, it's Harris on second down. A 3-yard pickup on second and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on third and a little more than a yard. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. But, Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders, and I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And some room to work. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. It's Eckler again. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now it's Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Herbert off of play action. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 38-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And the Pats are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
And the Patriots gearing up to go now. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. They'll get this up to about the 44. From the 44, Jones. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the 2nd straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
LA set to take over again on offense. As this offense takes the field again, CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 85 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And over the middle, this is Parker.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. A run with Harris out of the shotgun, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Jones, complete. It's Henry. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 36. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, Those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Chargers getting set to go.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Chargers on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, Justin Herbert finding Williams once more, complete. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 105 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Herbert now. Caught by Allen.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
He'll get that one to Carter complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Well, with that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. Throwing again on second down. Herbert. That's going to be caught by Carter for a Charger touchdown.
8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chargers put together a fourth quarter drive to take the lead. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. So now Jones and the Patriots down 17-14. A minute 53 remaining. Their sold-out crowd is behind them. They need at least a field goal to tie as they've got it 1st and 10. Jones setting up the screen. Harris.
Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Jones. Connecting with Aguilar.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Pass complete to Harris.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
To throw is Jones. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris.
And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And this complete to Henry over the middle.
Would be a long field goal try from here as they try to hustle to the line.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Bourne.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
So here's Nick Folk in an important spot. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will tie things at 17 all. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dive.
Plenty of chills and thrills in this one, and more to come here as overtime will decide who moves on to the divisional round. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
And the Chargers coming out of the field now.
And CD, we get to see the debut of the brand new postseason overtime rules. Now, as everybody is learning, both teams are going to be guaranteed an offensive possession. So They might get the ball first here, but a touchdown does not right away win the game.
And we saw many marker games along the way that sparked a lot of conversation. But the Buffalo-Kansas City game in the 2022 playoffs, that really brought about this rule change. What an amazing game, a true classic. Ended in overtime, left Buffalo getting a shot with the football, and the people didn't like that at all. So starting this season, if you make the playoffs, you'll get a chance to answer if the other team scores first, and that way you get a chance to keep a great game as well as your hopes alive as you chase the big prize.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Not lacking aggressiveness here to begin overtime, Charles. A pretty big play right there, and looked like it might have caught the defense off guard. They may have been expecting something a little more conservative.
Yeah, they've got to shore things up in a big way because they make any more mistakes like that and really let them drive it on them, they'll be putting their offense in a tough spot to answer if they want to extend their season.
Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert, he's got Allen.
And he'll be marked down about the 26-yard line.
So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them.
Allen hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder, maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive.
80 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now it's Jones' turn in overtime.
And he's got his target, Harris. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Part of the reason we're in overtime, all the interceptions he's thrown in this game, but that was a good throw right there.
He's really not daunted, is he, partner? I mean, it's been interception palooza for him, and he's still pushing it downfield, trying to make a play, and he was successful on that throw.
All they need is a field goal. Any kind of score here on this second drive would be a game winner. It's 1st and 10.
Now Jones. And this is Parker, complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Now a give, running left is Harris. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. Their efficiency here on this drive. This may be their best drive of the game.
Yeah, if they'd moved it like this throughout the entire game, we probably wouldn't be here in overtime. But right now, what you just said was the key word, efficiency. Taking care of the ball, move it downfield, get themselves in a position to score, and win this game.
Throwing Jones. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They hand this off to Harris. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So here now is the kicker, Nick Folk. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.